the night of February 28, 2026, at 9:30 p.m., in Bhubaneswar, Odisha, there is a high school ground in the GGP colony. During the daytime, the ground is usually very busy, but at night it becomes extremely dark because there are no lights inside, with only a little illumination coming from the nearby streetlights. A group of 4 friends were happily talking there that night and even recorded a video. None of them knew that one among them was about to die in just a short while. What happened there, and who was going to die? Let's find out in this video. Welcome to After Dark Crimes. Rahul Maharana, aged 28, is a YouTuber who regularly uploads vlogs. He got married 4 months earlier and lives in Jagannath Nagar, Odisha. Along with creating YouTube content, he also runs a cylinder business. He married in November 2025, and his wife, Trishna Das, works as an album artist. Both of them have fans and followers and are confident speaking in front of the camera. They were in a relationship for 13 years before getting married, and they uploaded their marriage vlog, engagement vlog, and many couple reels online. For 4 months, their married life was happy. They visited relatives together and enjoyed spending time as a couple. On the evening of February 28, after having dinner at home, Rahul told his family that he was going to meet his friends and went to the ground. The 4 friends, Rahul, Siba, Babulu, and Sachin, were chatting and having a good time. The ground was dark, with very little lighting. While they were talking, Siba received a phone call. He had a habit of walking around while talking on the phone instead of staying in one place. As he walked, he went near another group of 3 people who were sitting on a stage and drinking. Siba was speaking loudly and using bad words during his call. That group mistakenly thought he was insulting them, so they confronted him, started a fight, and pushed him to the ground. Seeing this, Rahul and the other friends immediately ran toward Siba. Rahul tried to stop the fight and calm the situation, but one of the 3 men stabbed him in the chest before they fled the scene. Seeing this, Sachin rushed over and made Rahul sit down, telling him, "Wait here, I'll go help Siba up." After helping Siba, Sachin came back and found Rahul lying on the ground instead of sitting. Frightened, he lifted Rahul and realized that he had been stabbed in the chest with a knife and was bleeding heavily. Rahul's friends immediately carried him to the nearest hospital, but the doctors declared that it was too late. The friends then informed Rahul's family, and everyone rushed to the hospital in shock and fear. The police were informed, and the investigation began immediately. A forensic team arrived at the scene to collect evidence and fingerprints. While questioning witnesses, the police found that several people had recorded the incident on their phones, and the videos clearly showed the stabbing. CCTV footage also captured 3 suspects escaping on a motorcycle. Using the bike's number plate, the police traced the address and found that the motorcycle had stopped in a nearby street. When officers knocked on the door, 3 people came outside. During the search, the police recovered a blood-stained knife from the house. Just 3 hours after the murder, all 3 suspects were arrested. They were identified as Sangram Kesari Behera, aged 37, an army officer who had come to his hometown on leave, and his brother's sons, Samarendra Behera and Sangram Behera, both aged 27. At first, it seemed like the case was solved because Sangram, aged 27, was identified as the person who stabbed Rahul. But then Rahul's wife, Trishna, gave an interview. She said, "I want justice for my husband. This was a planned murder, not an accidental one. First, why were they carrying a knife to a school ground? Second, Siba was the one talking on the phone, but he was not seriously attacked. My husband only went to stop the fight, so why was he murdered? Third, why were the three men drinking on the school ground stage? Fourth, in the videos it looks like the army officer in the white shirt did the stabbing, but the police are saying it was his brother's son. Why are they protecting him? She also mentioned another incident. In December 2025, Rahul had an argument with another person over parking, which became serious enough for both sides to file police complaints, and the police warned them. She believed that incident might have been connected and that the murder could have been planned. However, these were only Trishna's claims, and the police did not publicly confirm them. Another suspicious detail was that while Rahul was in the hospital, someone reportedly uninstalled WhatsApp from his phone, but it is still unknown who did it, and police did not identify that person. After collecting eyewitness statements and other evidence, the police filed a 300-page charge sheet on June 3, 2026, and the three accused were sent to jail. After Rahul's death, Trishna went to stay at her mother's house. When she later returned to her mother-in-law's house to collect her jewelry, she found that none of it was there. She filed a separate police complaint regarding the missing jewelry, and that case is also ongoing. Trishna continues to grieve the loss of her husband.